Hey Chevette Nation, welcome back. Today we've got not a whole lot of time. The main plan is to get this thing on the ground and able to roll. So I need to put on a spindle, a ball joint spacer, a spring, hub, rotor, wheel. I'm not doing the brakes yet. I just want to get this thing on the floor. I got to put a spring on this side also. Now, I want to take a look at something else here because I've already got people questioning about this. I've said here and there where I've got a harness coming in. It's in. Let's go over what I had for options. The gentleman who pulled this engine didn't do us any favors. So then Josh sourced this harness, which is out of a 3800 F body. I would have to snip, rearrange, add to make it a standalone. And I can follow instructions on a piece of paper, but let's just, no. I'm not that smart. I know. I was shocked to discover I wasn't that smart too. So what I did, I've been lurking on a couple of 3800 pages on Facebook. The one that is the most active is 3800 Fiero Swap. Fiero Swap 3800, something like that. I saw places I could get harnesses, standalone harnesses online. And for all the things I need done to this harness, it was going to cost me about 1,200 bucks. I don't like that. And if I have to do it, I have to do it. Then I saw on one of the Fiero Swap page, I'll put a link somewhere around here, or at least a picture. A gentleman was saying that, hey, I'm getting back into making harnesses. And he said like $200 or $300. I was like, wow, all right. So I contacted him. And I told him what I had as far as harnesses. No. And not really worth it. He said, well, I can make one from scratch. It'll cost a little more though. So I'm thinking, great, here we go, right back up to $1,200. I told him what I'm doing. I told him what I need. I told him this and that. And he said, how does $400 sound? Do it. My birthday's coming up. So let's look at what I got. I'm not going to pull it out of the box right now, but it has relays that are labeled high fan, low fan, fuse. He sourced a small fuse block. It's got some GM connectors on it. We got tape and heat shrink on stuff, GM connectors, all of this. This is beautiful. This includes the harness that goes into the car for the check engine light. All of it. He sent me another ECU. 2000 3800 Supercharge. Not sure what that is, bought. I don't know. But to 1980 Chevette. Nice. So now I've actually got two harnesses. And both of them have a tune. I'm not sure what all he did on this one, but I do know I should be able to fire up and move around, drive around a little bit. The other one that I took to a tuner locally, he said it's just a fire up tune and that I could fire it up and, check for leaks and stuff. I can move it out. I can pull it onto a trailer. He says, but don't go driving it. So I don't know what kind of tune he put on it for the initial startup tune, but with this one, I should be able to fire it up and do a little more than just tiptoe. But then with that one that I paid for, the one with the local guy, he has a chassis dyno down the street. So once I get this thing rolling, take it to him. He's going to put a little bit better of a tune on it, put it on the chassis dyno. Tune it even better, and then I get to see some numbers too. I'm looking forward to that. I can leave some contact information on the guy. It'll be in the comments. First comment, I'll have it pinned. I don't know how interested he is in doing a lot of them, but hey, he's advertising, so here we go. So that's where the harness came from. That's the deets on the harness. Now, it's time to get to work on this. I'm just going to put this in time lapse, and I'll add anything in here that needs to be added, but because you already saw me do this side. So. Well, that was fun. Didn't get much done at all. Phone kept on ringing, had stuff I had to take care of, then I had to take care of more stuff, and then more stuff, and here we are. It's 8 o'clock, and I've got to get ready for work in the morning. Terrific. This is why I usually try and work in the middle of the night. No fires to put out. And if there is a fire, it's usually my own doing. We won't talk about that night. Another piece that I got. Longtime followers will remember when I created, I figured out how to make some kick-ass motor mounts. They were free out of a couple of leaf spring hangers that I had lying around, and they looked pretty awesome, and they were going to do the trick. My welding skills, yeah, we know about my welding skills. I was looking at what I would have to do to make them work properly. Again, my welding skills. So I found these for like 35 bucks, I think, maybe 40. And they're essentially what I made. This gets welded to the frame, that gets bolted to the engine, and then the bolt goes right through. It's got rubber bushing in it. Comes with a bolt with the nylon. So all I gotta do is trim this down to where it'll fit in place. And it is basically a very heavy duty version of what I did with the spring shackles. 2 of them, straight from China. I think they dropped them off from the weather balloon. That's gonna be it for now. There you have it. That's where we aren't.